first time I met Nujabes, it was really kind of out the blue. He contacted me just through email, I think, that he wanted to cut a 12-inch with me because, back then he was only focused on doing analog, and it wasn't really till much later that he started putting out compilations on CD. So his objective was just, let's do a 12-inch together. So we wanted to do one song, because one song would make an A and B side, maybe a remix, and put out 12-inch. So that was his whole vibe. And I remember just inviting him to like a meeting that I was going to have with a friend. So he came in his van, and that was like the first time I met him. We just sat in his van and we listened to some beats, and that was really the start. And I really liked his music, so after that I invited him to come over to my friends, and we listened to his music, and we just kind of vibed. And eventually I stumbled upon the beat that became Luvsic Part 1. And I really, really wanted that beat for some reason. And I contacted June, and he said that was taken by Pace Rock already. But me and Pace, we already had a friendship going on. So I asked him, would you please, allow me to have that beat? And also because I had done a favor for him, I did a single with his band 5Ds. And so it was almost like an exchange. He was cool enough for me to just rap on that beat, and he was like, okay, sure, if you want it that bad, go ahead. And we worked it out, and Nujabes was fine with it, so that became Luvsic Part 1. And that was around I believe around 2000, something like that.
ラブシックシリーズで一番印象的だったのは、僕とヌジャベスと2人でツアー回るようになって、である場所で僕が勝手にラブシックパート2でサックス横で吹いたんですよ。そしたらすげえやばかったそれみたいな感じで、そっからなんかラブシックパート2を一緒になんかサックスで、アレンジしてやってみたりとか、そっから結構そのラブシックとの接点っていうか、僕の中ではすごい広がったっていうイメージです。グランドフィナーレがネタのある曲だったんで、ある意味でちょっと元のヌジャベスの形に戻ったと。でその中で、6っていうまた別のグランドフィナーレと別のタイトルができて、そっちをリミックスにしようっていうことで慎吾さんからアイデアいただいて、すごい僕ちょっと作ってたトラックが慎吾さんの声質にすごい合うものだったんで送らさせてもらって、そしたら慎吾さんもやろうって言ってくれたんで、その時結構興奮しましたね、やっぱり。
Well, to be perfectly honest, when I wrote that song, Luvsic Part 1, that was almost like a departure for me from the style that I was doing previous to that, which I was definitely way more into the freestyle battle rap kind of songwriting. And that was the first time I really just wanted to write almost like poems, not even a rap, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to write something that was generic in theme, possibly because it's a love song, but I wanted to put my own twist to it. Which is why it's reflected in the way the title is spelled. It's a song about being lovesick, but you spell it your own way. Therefore, the SIC, like it's spelled in your own way, and it's not a mistake. So I felt that I put my own stamp on doing a love song, and when I wrote it, I really didn't think much of it, like people would like it that much, or that I would be still singing it, many years down the line. But as far as that song is concerned, like when it came out, I'm sure it did okay, but it was definitely one of many singles that he put out back then. You know, he put out a lot of good artists back then. So that song, you know, eventually became a franchise because the next time he gave me a beat, it was right after 9/11 had happened. And I remember vividly because it was like the fall of 2001. I was working on a Japanese album, so I was staying for extended time in Japan, and back then I just poured out everything that I had, you know, from watching the news and not being home, and you know, I wanted to write about that, you know, no holds barred. So that's when I decided, okay, you know, I like this song, I want to write to it, and I'm going to call it Luvsic Part 2. So it wasn't really like an intention that I wanted to make it like a long series, you know, it was just like one by one, it became part 1 and 2, then, you know, after that, I think it was around 2004 or 5, you know, he approached me with another beat, and it became part 3, and the rest is history, so to speak. But there was a long gap between 3 and 4 because we were doing a lot of back and forth, and we were both busy, and by the time 4 rolled around, I suggested to him, you know, I just don't feel like adding another sequel, it's already a nice trilogy. But I would be up to do another song if you're willing to do 3 more with me. It was almost like a challenge. You know, I went over to his apartment, this is before he moved to Kamakura. We talked about it, and I was like, you know, I told him specifically, like, I get a lot of beats in the mail, and, you know, you have to give me something that I can't refuse. You know, give me a beat that's good enough that I can't refuse. So, you know, we actually did a lot of back and forth, and 2 of the beats that he sent me, you know, one was part 4 and 1 was the basis, foundation, you know, became part 5. And part 6, you know, we discovered it, you know, after he passed, but he had already titled it Grand Finale, so, you know. So that's 12 years in the making, you know what I mean?